Opium smuggling on the rise. Crop disease increases farmers' famine. Could both stories be connected? Hello, how...
Such a surprise. I mean, a surprise because you weren't expected at all, right?
I think I know you.
What, me? Hardly. You got no proof.
Aren't you Zlotsky, the well-known author?
Yes, that's me. Just a poet. Well known. I just write. Nothing else.
Oh, what a colourful character your friend is.
He's not always that colourful.
Thankfully, I'm Mrs. Snowball.
And I am.
He's my husband. We came here from England in search of antiques to decorate our manor.
Brave Dave braves the plains, a Wild West epic superscope blockbuster. Randolfo Bertolino's pictures are really popular. The storm will reach us soon. So lucky to have a roof above us.
Indeed. Only a madman would venture into the jungle on a night like this. I was thinking, your friend mistook everyone for Egyptian gods except...
Except for you and me.
Curious, isn't it? I guess we aren't divided enough.
You may come upstairs now, young man.
The Major looks like a proper adventurer here. There he is. Sleep well, my friend.
That's all I can do for him for the time being.
What's your diagnosis, Doctor?
Well, he appears to be in a state of euphoric delirium induced by a poison of sorts.
Will he ever recover his reason, Doctor?
Hopefully. There's a clinic 30 miles from here. The director is a friend of mine.
But I don't want to see Auntie Hennet mere Mummy. She smells like a Hittite camel.
He looks pretty calmed right now.
He simply wouldn't take his sedative, but I won.
Thanks for your help, Doctor.
Just doing my job.
Mummy, bring me the dream blankie. I'm cold and scared of the bright eyes.
He's cold in the middle of the jungle. Unbelievable. Here you go. There's a good professor. Looks like a really expensive and antique fan. He's sleeping like a child, and acts like a child too. A kiosk cigar band. Here of all places. Colonel Fawad's letter mentioned a jungle hideout. Could it be this house? I need to find more clues without stirring suspicions. The Major really likes collecting ancient Indian artifacts. He's been in bad need of a nap ever since we left Abu Din. I had a hat like his when I visited Africa, but I lost it in the river. The Major looks like a proper adventurer here. Thanks for attending to my friend, Doctor.
It's my duty. Besides, we're not done with him yet.
You said there's a hospital nearby.
A mental institution. I'll take you there in the morning and introduce you to the director.
My friend's been poisoned.
I believe so. Never seen anything like it before.
So there's no cure?
It's not my area of expertise, so let's keep our fingers crossed.
It can't be him. Otherwise he wouldn't have helped the professor. As a doctor, what's your opinion on cigar smoking?
That's a strange question.
I'm a reporter. I'm writing a story about it.
Oh, they're dreadfully unhealthy. That's why I prefer a good pipe.
What are you looking for on that shelf?
Just something to read. The Major has a wonderful collection.
Has that eccentric friend of yours calmed down?
I sincerely...
My husband sincerely hopes he doesn't spoil our evening again.
Pretty clean for a house with so many smokers, and cigar bands popping out from under the blankets. Another clean ashtray. I read there's a rise in the opium farming.
Those poor farmers are just trying to get by, but they're being extorted by criminals. It's my duty to stop them, but their leaders are so cunning.
So you're fond of smoking your pipe?
I quit a few months ago, but it relaxes me to bite it and think.
How long have you been in India?
Not long enough. The day I return to England will be a sad one.
He can't be one of the smugglers. He truly sounds like an honest man. Can you tell me more about your guests?
Dr. Finney has his own practice not far from here. The Snowballs arrived a few days ago. They're traveling to China. And Mr. Slotsky has been my guest ever since the famine started, writing poems all day in his own room.
Used to light cigars? I wonder. No, that doesn't prove anything. Mr. Slotsky?
Young man, it's you. What do you want?
Are you writing a new book?
No. Yes! It's a poem. A book of poems, and I'm really inspired. Oh yes, so I'd rather be left alone, please.
Is everything all right? You seem a bit...
Nervous? No! I mean, yes! I mean, the storm, you know, gives me a bit of a migraine.
He's really nervous. Let's test if he's telling the truth. Does it smell like tobacco around here?
No, absolutely not. No one ever smokes cigars in this room.
I never said anything about cigars. It's more like pipe tobacco.
Ah, oh, yes. No, of course. A pipe. Pipe tobacco. Here. Don't! I mean, why don't you go back to the party, young man? I need a little silence around here.
All evidence points to Zlotsky. I need to get him out of here.
I'm just trying to concentrate here, young man. Please go away.
As long as he's sitting here, I won't be able to enter that room.
Evening, Sahib. Anything I can do for you?
You don't need to call me Sahib. My name is Tintin.
It's our form of courtesy, Tintin Sahib. It just means sir.
That food smells delicious.
It's dokla, a very spicy appetizer from my home in Gujarat. We'll serve it as soon as the cook finishes Mr. Zlotsky's non-spicy version.
Are you shooing flies away? I can't see them.
It's preventative shooing, just in case.
What's with Mr. Zlotsky and spicy food?
A month ago, he took some curry by mistake. It had him drinking in the kitchen for hours. Ever since, we mark his non-spicy dishes.
They have no mark, which means they're all spicy. They have no mark, which means they're all spicy. I had a hat like his when I visited Africa, but I lost it in the river. How many times has he saved me on this whole adventure? Too heavy to carry. Besides, I don't really need it. It's not that hot. He gets very, very nervous when I try to enter his bedroom. Aren't you tired of just standing there? I can shoo the flies away for you so you can take a walk.
Well, thank you, Sahib, but I'm all right.
I think that the Major was looking for you.
If he needs me, he'll come here himself.
Is my Dockler ready?
It's right here, spiceful and fly-free.
Come to think of it, I'd prefer the non-spicy Dockler as well.
Oh, you are missing a delight, Tintin Sahib, but I'll oblige. Your dokla will be ready in no time. Chicken.
Mr. Zlotsky?
I told you. Will you... I'm working.
I brought you some
Dokla. Ah, and it's the safe kind. Water! 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 Water!
Oh, not again.
Whew, great snakes. What's that? A sort of box. And this paper?